Chelsea have just lost to Juventus. Another defeat for Xabi Alonso. 2 defeats in a row in pre-season. But you shouldn't worry. Chelsea fans should not worry because that performance today had promise. Now let's start by talking about Chelsea's right side dynamics because I think Palestra and Cuenda down that side were causing Juventus quite a few problems. Let's start by talking about Cuenda because I really want to praise him because his game understanding was top class in this game, especially for such a young attacking player, you could argue, because there was times where Palestra was bombing on down the right hand side. Cuenda was covering really well. Even from a defensive point of view, when Chelsea was sitting back a bit, you saw how hard Cuenda was working to get into that shape. He deserves a lot of praise, but listen, let's not take away from his qualities going forward because you even saw in the first half, first 10 minutes, gets the ball, cuts in onto his left foot and puts a dangerous ball in for Chelsea. And there was a couple of times where he was trying to create an opening for himself, cutting in onto his left foot. It might have not worked out in the first half, but he deserves a lot of praise. And Palestra as well deserves a lot of praise because I've seen a bit of a negative reaction from Chelsea fans regarding him on social media, and I just don't agree at all. Because every single time I watch a Palestra for Chelsea, especially in pre-season, for me, he's making the attacking player on the right-hand side better. He's combining extremely well with the person playing right in front of him. And today, again, was no different. He was combining extremely well with Cuenda. He was pushing on. It was great to see. And I've seen people on social media say he's like Marcos Alonso. I think that's extremely wrong in terms of that comparison. Yes, Palestra going forward looks brilliant. There was a couple of times where he tried getting a crossing, but he's a lot quicker than Marcos Alonso. He can actually move. I think last season he clocked a speed of over 36 kilometers in Serie A. He can run. Like, the Marcos Alonso comparison is nonsensical in my eyes. Now, another thing that we have to praise Alonso for is that he's realized Palestra is really good going forward, really strong going forward. And even in build-up, he doesn't try have Palestra deeper. You saw Chelsea were building up with their back three, with Hato the one tucking in, Caicedo at times dropping deep. Palestra was nowhere near the build-up picture. He was pushing up right high, nearly at times near the halfway line, nearly at times beyond Cuenda, which was extremely good profiling from Alonso, which I think Chelsea fans need to give him credit for. Now, there's a couple other things that I really want to highlight about their Chelsea performance, and that was the performance by Nicoli Giuzzuli. I think that's how you pronounce his name, the young 16-year-old. He looked top class for Chelsea. Now, I know he's an England under-17 international, so you expect a bit of quality. But coming into the first team, looking so short from a defensive point of view, was working extremely hard. On the ball, you saw his qualities as well. He deserves a lot of credit, and performances like this is definitely going to be something that Chelsea and Marcos Alonso notice because that was brilliant from him. Now, there were a couple issues for Chelsea. One of them being João Pedro did not have the best of games. Now, João Pedro played in the number 10 role today, playing off Danny Welbeck, and I don't think at times that he looked a bit lazy. He didn't look his normal self, and I just don't think he's as comfortable playing in the 10 as he is in the 9 for Chelsea. I think you probably want a bit more creativity from your number 10, and I just don't think that's João Pedro's game. In the number 9 role, he's brilliant, dropping deep, linking up play. I just don't think he has the same effect in the 10 role. Now, another big talking point about today's game was obviously Danny Welbeck's first game in a Chelsea shirt, wearing blue, and I'll be honest, it looked very weird, but I think Chelsea fans need to understand what sort of player Danny Welbeck is. You expect him to be experienced number 9, someone that's in the latter years of his career, maybe in and around the penalty box, but that's not really Danny Welbeck's game, and wasn't Danny Welbeck's game last year for Brighton. You saw so many times for Brighton where he was kind of dropping deep and Hinchwood was going beyond him. There were a couple times where he did that today where Welbeck dropped deep, João Pedro went beyond him, but that's just something Chelsea fans need to understand. He's not your Olivier Giroud in and around the penalty box sort of striker now. And this won't surprise any Chelsea fan when I say this, but Moises Caicedo was brilliant again today. His first game back since coming back from the World Cup. He just looked a level above everyone else in that Chelsea midfield. So comfortable on the ball. Defensively, very good as well today. And listen, his first game back looking that fit, Chelsea fans have to be happy with that. And listen, going into the season, the most crucial thing is to find that correct partner to Moises Caicedo because he's obviously a mainstay in the midfield. Mudryk back, his first game back since the suspension. Had a couple promising moments, to be honest, making that darting run in behind the back line. Let's see how he does this season if he stays at Chelsea. But overall, maybe not the result Chelsea fans wanted, but some promising performances, some promising combinations, especially on the right-hand side. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and we will be back soon.